Good morning, guys. Good morning. I hope you're having a great day. And we're back again. It's June 24th, 24, one of my favorite numbers. And of course, Kobe Bryant. I loved him all my life. One guy I followed. And anyways, S&P trading near 424. So at pre-market is up. Nothing but bullish. Is holding the upper range levels that we have near resistance. And I think if we take out 426 today, tomorrow, this week, maybe next week, we're gonna have an absolute ripper. For S&P, even if it stays sideways, even if it doesn't do much, even if it stays in these zones or maybe here or does anything like this, the market is still bullish because some names will continue to run. There will be some money rotation happening from certain names. So some names which have momentum, they will keep running, right? So SPY does not have to break out in order for other stocks to run, because it's holding the level, the money is there. Maybe from other stocks, some other individual weak names, the money will continue going into the other good names. Okay, so S&P is holding great. Downside 420 and 425 right now is magnet between. So let's see what it does. Maybe it takes up 425, 26 sometime soon. Maybe it comes retest 422. No idea what it does, but as long as it stays in these levels, I love the chart. And then we have the Qs. Absolute ripper, all-time highs yesterday again. Gave up some gains, but pre-market, it's at all-time highs now. Now, the question here is, do we hold above 347 for the coming days and weeks? I do want to see hold above 347 so that we can take advantage of the huge rip, because some of the tech names are set so solid that they really want to rip, right? So on Qs, as long as we can have above 347, that would be great. The only thing I would be not worried, I mean, if it gives up gains today and closes below 347, then tomorrow do we rip back up and Friday becomes a crazy lotto day? So let's see what happens. Or do we just continue going up today and tomorrow we consolidate, they just take premium? So do they run the market up today or Friday? That's to see. So let's see. No idea, but I'll be watching closely and then let's see what happens. And then Tesla. So this name, if you held, just an amazing name. We have, I think, in the market, one of the best Tesla technical people, Goldman Sachs. He gives you guys the breakdown of Tesla like no one else does. He gives you guys numbers to the point. Usually when I give levels, they're whole numbers. I don't focus on the decimals, right? I just don't. But he gives you guys the numbers to the point, like to the exact where the wick will touch on a 5-minute chart, maybe a 1-minute chart. So if you've been following his analysis on Tesla, last 2 weeks his Tesla trades were slow. He wasn't trading much because he obviously knew there wasn't much going on. But then before that, for 3-4 months, he absolutely nailed Tesla, and you guys seen it. And then again, he bought the spreads for next month, Goldman Sachs, and he caught this move. And now there's a huge gap up at 673, which takes it out of the descending trend line. Now the next number here, 700 is hard, okay? 700 is, I'm getting a call from Canada. Now 700 level is really hard. It's trading at 673. The question here is, does Tesla give up gains and comes below this trend line, or does it hold gains and rip again towards 700? Tesla, it can rip or give up gains, but if you're in position, the only thing I would say is just manage. Right, yesterday in pre-market, we gave you this move from here, right? A dip to 630, 655, and 664. It's actually above that level. So for me, I did not play Tesla, but if I was in Tesla, for me, the trade would officially be over today morning, and I would lock in all those crazy gains, okay? And then see what it does next and wait for the next setup. Maybe today, if it dips again to fill the gap, and then we have another, okay, here's what can happen today. I'll just give you guys a scenario. Usually on point with these, as much as I know Tesla. So on the 5-minute chart today, right, in the morning, for first 15, 20, 30 minutes, maybe intraday, it might give up gains. Possible, maybe it doesn't, maybe it holds. If it holds above 675 for the first 15 minutes, it's likely to continue. But here's a possible scenario on a 5-minute chart. It can easily just come, do something like this, intraday, come towards 655, retest, even 650 possible, maybe not. But around this zone, it may retest an intraday. If it comes back up, it will try breaking out above 675. If that happens, then we're likely going to have 700 by tomorrow. Okay, that's one scenario which I see happening. So let's see. But do lock in your gains. Anything can happen, nobody knows. And our last pick from yesterday, Baba, we went over. right? It held gains. There's something different about this stock for the last 2-3 days or this week. It's held all this support, the major support at 210, 215, 212, 208 levels, right? Defended, buyers stepping in. And then yesterday we had a nice gap up, and on this gap up, it did not give up gains, it held gains. Usually lately on any gap ups, it was giving up gains, but here it held, okay? And then today is higher than yesterday's high price at 217. So Baba, if it holds about 217 today, maybe it takes 220, or maybe it consolidates here between 215, 217. Now we do have the July spreads, and then we have a lot of 2023 calls, okay? And so let's see what it does here. Above 217 hold. I'm holding all my positions, I'm not selling. And today, if we do get a close above 217, so on Baba, by the end of the day, if we get a 217 plus close, Ricky might load some puts going into tomorrow at cheap premium. Why? Because I will be looking for at least 500 to 700% on those. If they don't work out, that's fine. I'm very patient. I'm simply gonna keep that in my mind. Okay, so I lost that one. Maybe in a month or 2 months, it sets up again, maybe next week, and then I'm gonna nail one. Okay, so out of the 5 trades, if I lose 2 and I nail 1, that leaves me with 300% net. Work these numbers, know these probabilities, and you have to be consistent with them, right? So, so Baba looks great. One of my biggest positions in leaps. So let's see what it does. Hillian, another name which I think T was keeping an eye on. He called this name out, right? He bought in, called, and I know a lot of you guys bought in. So the chart looks great. I'll just quickly go over it. $12 is hard, right? But once it takes about 12, oh, there's a 5-minute chart, yes. The next level I see on this is 1350, followed to all the way to 16. Okay, so Hillian, if it really takes above 12 bucks, those calls will pay. But $12 is a must hold for Hillian. Okay, knowing backtest possible to 1170, 1160. Have that in mind. Downside numbers, always have them in your mind. But a hold of solid 12 today, I think this can run. Okay, so let's see what it does. Yep, when it runs, it just takes off. So it could be a great play. He's caught all the previous ones, so let's see. Google, I'm still holding my calls. They were up really nice yesterday. I still never sold. The reason being is, for me, it was nothing but a play on which I want at least 30-40 bucks. I did not buy the call to make 100%, right? Because I see 2,500 pin this week, right? I do see 2,500 pin this week. And if that works out to be true, those calls are gonna go from 8 bucks to 40 bucks almost, okay? And let's say if it doesn't work and my calls go to 0, that's fine. I did not sell them at profit. They were trading at 12.80, 13 bucks, I think. And my whole psychology behind that call is I want the 40-point move. Maybe this time it goes to 0, that's fine. I will let Google set up, whatever happens. I'm gonna catch it again next time. And I will keep in mind, okay, so I lost 8 bucks on it, that's fine. Now this is not revenge trading, this is probabilities. I'll catch another trade. If that works at 40 points, great. If it doesn't, no problem. Maybe the third trade, I'm gonna end up hitting it based on my accuracy. If I hit that to 40 points, 40 covers my 16 loss from the last 2, plus leaves me with a lot of net. Right, this is how I trade. Okay, I know my numbers, I remember them. Probabilities, I patiently wait for them. So no probabilities in the market. Every day I try to give you guys something different in the market with the managing numbers, certain things that you can work on, how to make your own candles from different time frames. So one thing that you guys need to understand in trading is probabilities. Okay, so know these probabilities. Do not revenge trade, but know the numbers. And then Walmart, I'm just gonna go over this chart. We did not buy this, right? But I do wanna go over something. I wanted, if you have been attending pre-market for the last 6 to 7 weeks consistently, I was going over Walmart a lot, right? Hold, but it was failing to hold, and I did not buy a position. I wanted a solid 142 plus hold, so that buyers step in and then we can pay it to upside. But it did not, it gave up the gains instead, okay? I'm still waiting for 140. Maybe it does something here, it comes back again. We're gonna let this trade set up, because on this trade, we're gonna bank a lot of money. Remember Amazon, I was going over 3 months, I was calling the thing. Same thing with Walmart, we're gonna let this trade come to us and we're gonna nail it. On one trade, which completely burned me, I did a target short, as you guys know, so I'm just gonna go over this, right? So I showed a target of bear spreads for July 9th, right? And target is just massive. There's a lot of strength in it. It gave me a chance to take profits 2 or 3 times, but I did not take them. I wanted more. But then this name is just too strong. So I'm still holding my bear spreads. I still think 227 is possible. When it's going to happen, it will happen fast. right? And then I'll take my profits hopefully. If not, then this trade will be a loss for me by July 9th. So I'll keep you guys updated on this. I don't nail all trades. Yes, I do lose trades, and I will lose quite a bit of money on this because I have to buy it back then. Okay, but that's fine. It's part of trading. And then LB yesterday in the morning he caught a few names. So Love caught a lot of names yesterday in pre-market. FSR was one of them. He called it right here before the rip. Right before the rip, I think at 9:30, 9:31, he took the entry, and which was an amazing play. And I believe he took some profits as well, which he went over why he took them. Right. Next level after 1930, we do have 2150, 2282, and then maybe who knows where. Okay, but manage your profits. A great trade by LB. I think. Oh, okay. I had it on here. Okay, and guys, so let's see. Amazon. If you're in, the only number that matters here is 3520. That's all that matters. 3520 hold. That's it. 3520 hold towards 3560, and then 3560 hold. God bless. I'm gonna make a lot of money. I'll see you guys back in the chat.